And that's how you play a skirp. Hi there, welcome to Yaki Talks Games. I'm your host, Yaki Margulies. And today we're going to look at a very large game, Escape the Curse of the Temple, the Big Box Edition. Look at the size of that box. It's huge. This game is for 1 to 5 players, or 1 to 6 players with the expansion. It's ages 8 and up, and it takes about 10 minutes to play, because it's a real-time game. In Escape, which was clearly inspired by Indiana Jones, you and your friends are going to play a group of archaeologists, explorers, and people of various professions who are inside of a cursed temple. You gathered up a number of magic gems, which are these delicious-looking green crystals that come in the game, and you've angered the gods or whoever that cursed this temple and control it. Now you have only 10 minutes to return as many of these gems as you can and find an exit and escape the temple before the whole temple collapses and you all die. This is a cooperative game where you only win if everybody gets out of the temple alive, the whole team. You will all start in the central chamber of the temple, and as you move around, you'll reveal new room tiles to explore the place. In the basic game, a lot of the room tiles are blank for the most part, but some of the rooms have magic gem pedestals or daises, and that's where you can go and try to give back some of the gems. You can activate them in order to make your escape from the temple easier. Once you've gotten rid of enough magical gems, you will hopefully find the exit and escape from the temple. The temple's exit, that tile, is buried somewhere near the bottom of all of the room tiles, so you'll have to explore for a while before you find it. The way that you move throughout this game, or get rid of gems, or do anything, is by rolling dice. Everyone has usually 5 dice, and there's no turns. You're all just madly rolling dice at the same time to try to get the right icons on the dice in order to do things. You might need green explorers to reveal new rooms. You might need blue key icons or red torch icons in order to move into rooms or to get rid of gems to activate them. And eventually when you find that exit tile, you're going to need to roll as many blue keys as there are gems left over, plus 1. So the more gems you have left over, the harder it is to get out of the temple, which is why you want to get rid of as many gems as possible before you make your final escape, all within 10 minutes. Also, at roughly the 3-minute and 6-minute marks, you will have to rush back to the starting chamber again. Otherwise, you'll lose a die if you don't get there in time. And then from that central starting chamber, you're going to have to make your way back out again and explore some more. How do you keep track of the time? Well, this game comes with a lovely CD-ROM, a soundtrack, because this is the 90s, I guess. And the audio will tell you when to begin and when to head back to the central chambers and when you have 30 seconds left to escape before the whole temple collapses and you lose the game. So you have 10 minutes for your whole crew to roll dice, explore the temple, get rid of those cursed gems, reveal the exit tile, and then roll your way out of the temple before it collapses. And that's how you play Escape the Curse of the Temple. There are a lot of real-time board games out there, but Escape might be my favorite. The first thing it has going for it is the theme. Who doesn't want to be Indiana Jones? And you're escaping from a cursed temple, a lot like the iconic boulder scene in the opening of Raiders of the Lost Ark. I also like cooperative games, and this one instills a nice sense of camaraderie as you're all trying to escape from the temple. You only win if you all make it out. And because there's no turns, and you're all just madly rolling dice, it really forces you to listen to each other. You can't just bullet your way through it and force other people to do what you want, which is sometimes a problem in cooperative games. And it's just very frenzied, all rolling dice at the same time, and there are black masks that you can roll that if you get those, your dice are stuck until you roll a gold mask, or you can borrow a gold mask from somebody else's die if they're in the same room as your adventurer, which I think is nice, and also helps with the tension, because you might get trapped with your dice if you roll all black masks. And even though I made fun of the CD, The soundtrack is very fun and atmospheric and helpful to know when you're supposed to do different things, and really builds that suspense as you try to escape. So already, I would say, if you like real-time games and co-op games, I would go and get it. It's, again, very good for more experienced, meaty gamers, and also more beginner gamers. Everyone can enjoy this game. But now that I've said go out and get it, I want to just talk about the big box version a little bit more. Because while the base game is fun, I think there's so much more to add when you throw in all these expansions. The big box comes with a lot of expansions. There are curse and treasure rooms, where you enter these rooms and you automatically get cursed with things, like you can't speak, or if you roll a die and it rolls off the table, you just lose that die. Or you have to play with like one arm behind your head or something. And the treasures can help you get out of those curses or help you with other things. So that adds some nice variety. There's another module in this box that has illusion chambers. That after you add them, when you return to the central chamber each time during the game, all the illusion tiles just disappear. And now there are gaps in the temple that need to be explored again with new tiles. There's also linked chambers, where if you have different explorers in different rooms, they can then activate their gems at the same time. And there's double chamber tiles. And finally, there are my two favorite expansions. One of them is characters. You get different roles, and each occupation that you play as has different powers. Like the doctor, or the mentalist, or the muscle man. There's also a priest and a mechanic, and each one of them can do slightly different things. They each have a temporary power and a permanent power that you can choose between. And that adds a lot of flavor. I like playing as the Doctor, personally. And then my other favorite expansion is the quest tiles. There are 6 quest chambers, and each one is very different. You usually just choose 3 of them, maybe at random, to put into your game. And the quest tiles give you an added objective that you have to complete in addition to getting rid of gems and escaping from the temple. There's an altar chamber, which is you just have to put 2 dice in there and then leave them there forever. That one's simple, but makes things difficult. There's also the Holy Grail chamber, which also reeks of Indiana Jones, and that one has a golden cup in it, a chalice that you have to take with you and escape from the temple with. Otherwise, you lose if you don't have the chalice. There's the Tree of Life chamber, where if you discover that room, you have to heal the Tree of Life by rolling golden masks. And then one of my favorites is the Ghost Burial chamber. When you reveal that room, a ghost appears in the central chamber. And using torches, you have to coax the ghost back to its burial chamber and lay it to rest. So if you're going to get this game, I would highly recommend to get the big box version of Escape, because these expansions add so many layers to this game and variability and replayability, because you can mix and match some of these expansions as long as you have roughly 18 to 20 room tiles in your stack when you play. And you can do some curse tiles and some illusion tiles, or some linked chambers or double room chambers, or throw in some of the quest rooms, play with the different character abilities. And the game only takes 10 minutes, so you can just play a number of times with your friends in a row with all these different expansions, try everything out over the course of an evening. It's crazy and it's fun. So that's Escape, The Curse of the Temple from Queen Games, Big Box Edition. Sure, go out and get it. Why not? Thank you once again for watching these videos. Please like and subscribe, follow me on social media, and tell all your friends and keep coming back. This has been Yaki Talks Games. Bye.